There I am. Hello, hello. Thanks, Davis. I will try my best. And I'm doing good, Avalon. How are you doing? How's your week been? It's crazy. 2 streams in 2 weeks, right? Did I do the math on that right? Either way, it's a new record for sure. Hold on, I gotta move the mic a little bit. There we go. I'm all over the place. Chappie is streaming, and that kind of threw me off guard because I gotta say hi to Chappie. He's our bestie, but so I did not expect him to stream while I was streaming. Ooh, moving to the south. Okay. Well, stay safe while moving. And packing sounds fun. Yeah, definitely fun. Yeah, nothing boring about packing. That's for sure. We're gonna have to stay on this screen for a little bit. KSP is taking a while to load. Because I did not think to load it beforehand. But that's okay. We improvise. We are playing Kerbal Space Program again. Because the moon mission from last week did not go well. We could not land on the moon. Kind of Apollo 13 situation right now. So I did some thinking and some planning, and I think there's a couple options. We could just return to Earth and call it a day. And maybe try again. Or play something else, I'm not sure. Or I could send a second rocket to my lunar space station I have and prepare it to hold some other Kerbals and then try to rendezvous with it. Or I think we have enough fuel. I could just rendezvous with the space station as is. And the space station only has one docking port on it, so we're gonna have to like juggle the lunar lander and the capsule. Like dock, I don't know, the lunar lander first so I can get some fuel. Or no. Dock the capsule first so we could transfer the Kerbals onto the station and transfer the fuel from the capsule onto the station. Then dock the lander, and then transfer the fuel into the lander, put the Kerbals in the lander, and then, you know, do a bit of juggling, and then try to land on the moon anyway. I think that might be a better option. It's the more fun option. But I haven't really thought it through, to be honest. So, we'll see how it goes. Maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. That's the fun part. Let's see, what else is there to talk about? How's KSP doing? Oh, it's nowhere. It's not going anywhere. In fact, we can go to the screen. And that's the wrong screen. There's the screen. Yeah, that way you guys can keep an eye on it too. Oh, I got a new chat thing, which you guys probably saw. Like, when you speak, it pops up on stream now. I've been wanting to do that for a while, but just haven't gotten around to it. And now it's a thing. Yay! And it is both YouTube and Twitch chat. That way, I think I have it so there's a bot that translates the chat between the two. Yeah, the restream bot. But, you know, now it's on stream, so that's probably a cleaner way to talk between channels. If that ever becomes a thing. I prefer it. for when I'm looking back on my stream, I can like pinpoint where things are being said. Because I'm nosy like that. Anyway, let's see. Man, it's frustrating that Discord's not working. I want to fidget and look at things. Why? Why? Let's see. Oh yeah, Avalon. What was that? You showed it a while ago now. The Blender project that you lost. What was that? It looked like a bunker or something, right? What was that for? I don't think it was Snowpiercer related, right? I thought you took a break from the Snowpiercer stuff. I might be misremembering, actually. Huh. Oh, okay. So it was Snowpiercer related, or one of your. What other projects are you doing, actually? I don't think, because I know you used to do that Steven Universe thing a long time ago on Minecraft, and then you did the Snowpiercer thing, and then you transitioned off of Minecraft and was doing a Snowpiercer thing on Roblox. Is this related to that, or is this a different project? 20 floors only connected through one shaft. That is definitely a good way to funnel traffic. Yep, no, what's it called? Crowd crunch or whatever. Yeah, no, that's a very safe way of doing things. Steven Universe stuff is long dead. Yeah, I figured. Yeah, that was a lifetime ago. Yeah, and doing creative stuff that's a good way of looking at things. I like doing that too. That's why I'm so sporadic with the stuff I play, or like I haven't gotten around to making videos again because the editing part kind of stifled or put a hamper on my motivation to be creative, kinda. But like getting back into Kerbal Space Program or the Speed Racer stuff I was doing, I just like doing creative stuff. I'm a little gremlin. I like making things. Oh yeah, making buildings that you can interact with. That yeah, I like that too. Although for me, it's vehicles. I like interacting with vehicles. Like I tried doing the create mod with Minecraft. That was like the last big kind of push for Minecraft stuff I tried doing. Ooh, I got a little error. That's fine. Um, that was purely because I wanted to do trains and like mess with. Well, yeah, Snowpiercer. Good point. But yeah, I really wanted to do trains and have like an interactive railway system and stuff, but it just was slow moving and kind of burnt myself out too early, to be honest. Maybe I'll get back to, uh, you know, Minecraft eventually. But yeah, making stuff that's interactive, that's the fun part. That's the fun part. Like that space station I showed on Ultra's Discord. I'm working on an interior for it so I can interact with everything. It's gonna be so much fun. It's gonna be great. Uh, Maybe I'll do a stream of that once I figure out how to get it working. It's modding for KSP is terrible. It's evil. The bunker is on Earth and Earth moves, so technically a vehicle too. Okay. Alright. You win. Yeah, that's true. Technically, we're all on a spaceship. The most boring spaceship. Well, the prettiest spaceship. But also kind of boring. You don't get to press any buttons on here. People slap your hand if you do. Almost there. Almost loaded. I have the game tabbed out, so any minute now it's gonna force me back in. I'm gonna panic. It'd be funny. Oh, there it goes. Ah, panic. Panic. Tab back out. Where'd everyone go? Okay. We're okay. Earth is automated. Yeah. It's a generation ship, actually. I think that's the term, right? Where it's a interplanetary ship where you like grow old and die and like your descendants are the people that make it to the other planet. I think that's what that's called. Or that's what Earth is. And we're just going in circles because someone did not do the autopilot correctly. They forgot to set a destination. Oh, did you hear Voyager in November is going to be a light day away from Earth? That's what, like, it takes 2 days to communicate with it now? That's crazy. I'm not sure what's out there, to be honest. I don't think there's anything special aside from the distance when it comes to that, but it's crazy how it's still working. It's very cool. Very proud of Voyager. I wish we did a third Voyager mission or like, do a modern one. Game is... Hey, there we are. Okay. Let's get this party started! It's frozen again. Never mind. Party not starting. Oh, the party started. There we go. I remember there was a proposal for a mission to, what was it, Kamehameha? Or no, not the interstellar thing a couple years back that like entered the system and is leaving now. It was a wild trajectory, but there's a proposal to send a probe after it, and it would be like the fast, like immediately farther than Voyager is when it gets there. That would have been a cool mission. That would have been nice. That would have been our new Voyager. Anyway. Okay, so here we are. We are in the game. And there's the thing I'm playing with. Don't worry about that. We are going to be going to the guys in space. Figure out how we're gonna help them. I don't know how we're gonna help them. That's what we're gonna find out. Gonna test our little theory. See if we can catch them. Okay, so... So there's our probe, or our spacecraft. And then over there, I have a space station. I should have a space station. Yeah, there's our space station. So in theory, we should be able to rendezvous this with this. It seems to be the play. Ideally, that is the play. It's got a very weird sort of trajectory here. Kind of not great. But in theory, we should have a gravity assist from the moon. And so around here, we should be able to circularize with the moon. I think that's the play. The reason trajectories are so weird like this is because we have Principia installed. So we can do some fancy maneuvers and stuff. It's a whole thing. It'll be all good. Okay, how's everyone holding up? Here they are. Oop, oop, it's lagging. Lagging. We're okay. What's this looking like? Let's give it anti-aliasing. There we go. Here we are. Where's Earth? Oh, there's Earth. Hello, Earth. Or Kerbin, I guess. Okay, MechJeb is saying we have 1,000 meters per second of delta V. The regular game is saying we have 500. I don't believe you. Kerbal Engineer. What are you saying? And why can't I see you? Kerbal Engineer is also saying 500. That's no good. That's not enough. Can't really do anything with that. Let's see, what is the play here? If I grab Principia, go how do I set you as my target? I don't think it's working very well. Come on now. Ba 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 ba. Okay, I'm not sure if we can set it as our target yet. We should be able to set the moon as our target. Right? Or maybe we need to transfer everyone into the command module. Right? Nope. Wrong way. You need to go in there. Okay, now that everyone is in the command module instead of the lunar module, now can we? Nope. Okay. Whatever. We need to make an orbit or set ourselves in an orbit anyway. So if we go here, add a flight plan, create flight plan, add a maneuver. And then length of 40 days. I don't know what this is doing. Okay, but I need this around there. There we go. Oh, really? I'm gonna check that score too. Nope, it's not working on my end. Oh, there we are. Okay, I'm in... Yeah, I see everything. But I haven't tried to send an image yet or anything. I don't know. Discord's weird. Discord's been having a lot of problems lately. I don't know. Keep me posted on that though. That's a good thing to keep an eye on. Okay, back to planning. Oh, okay. Whoops, too much. It really does not want us to orbit here. Keep going off that way. I'm just gonna keep slowing down, keep slowing down. There we go. Almost. We are almost there. The idea is to do this with as little fuel as possible. Nice and mostly stable orbit, pretty please. Ah, whatever. That's probably close enough. Let's keep it tight-ish, that way we can use the overth effect and make it a bit prettier. Oh boy, this is gonna be ugly. Because we're gonna blow way down and it's gonna pull us back. And I think we're gonna end up going the wrong way relative to the station. I think. I don't know. But it's saying it's gonna take us 300 meters per second. Which honestly is not bad. We might barely make it. Let's see, how do I... Okay, yeah, it's showing on the nav ball. So we're gonna have to wait 8 days until we get here. And then we'll do our maneuver. Okay. Ready, everyone? Fingers crossed. Let's quick save. That'll come in handy. Close that for a second. Leave this up. And you know what? Here we go. Off we go. Bye-bye. Okay, but we actually gotta focus up here. Figure out where on our journey we are. Well, I guess we'll find out because we'll be pretty close to the moon, actually. Like, we'll see the moon. Where's Earth? I've already lost Earth. There's Earth. And is that the moon? I don't think that's the moon. Actually, it could be. That could be the moon right there. That's where we're heading. This is so serene. Look at it go. We could probably speed up here, actually. We're going a little slow. Alright, we're really picking up speed now. Oh, there's the moon. Whoa! What happened? Oh, we've entered the lunar sphere of influence now. That's what happened. Okay. Alrighty. That's the moon. Where'd Kerbin go? There's Kerbin. Okay. So we'll wait till we're getting pretty darn close here. guess I could go warp to maneuver. Kind of don't want to. I kind of want to line up here. So I'll just keep an eye on this and warp until we're about an hour out from the moon. Okay, we're almost there. Uh-oh, game froze. Nope, 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 nope. I don't want to do that if the game freezes. That's no bueno. Okay, where are we? We are almost there. Okay, a little longer. Just a little bit more. Thrust limiter all the way. Then, hold on, we need to... Burn time was wrong on that. Purely because I forgot that I had the engine on the wrong kind of burn. Ooh, there we go. Now we're talking. Yeah, nice and pretty. Just as much meters per second too, but that'll be a quicker burn. So that'll be prettier. Plus then we can do the phase change needed to match the station. In fact, I'm kind of curious. Will I be able to do it? No, let's just do one burn at a time. We'll do this, that way we can see if we can snag the space station. And then we'll figure it out from there. I can't seem to set the space station as my target. And that's what we're gonna need to do if we want to, you know, do our thing. Okay. Let's see if we can get this right. Oh, that's pretty. Okay. I'm gonna try something, and I think this will work. I'm gonna wait till the node is at 0 seconds and then burn. Because I think it takes into account the engine here. Okay, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition. And we wait till this says 2 minutes, 56 seconds. And then we'll cut engines. Man, this is stressful. This is very, very stressful. And of course the burn time's slowly ticking down because of the fuel change. And we need this to work. If this doesn't work, then we're lost in space with even less fuel, so. 1 minute 30 more seconds until we hit the 2-minute mark. We've hit an unstable orbit around the moon. Okay, 50 seconds. Almost there. "25 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and throttling down, throttling down. And shut off. Hey! How about that? Not bad, huh? We have made it into orbit around the moon. Thank you, thank you. So now, I don't think we have enough fuel to get home. I mean, we can try. If I add a maneuver... Let's say at Apple Axis, or no, let's do the descending node here. So that's when we're on our way back around. Then add Kerbin as our frame of reference here. Let's see, where is it? Too many screens. I can't tell what I'm doing. Here we go. If I go here. Oh no. I'm going the wrong way. I need to flip the whole thing if I want to make it to the space station. Yeah, we better be able to make it home. This is gonna be a problem if we can't. Okay, I think the trick is going to be... No, the trick here is we're gonna have to do it after a full orbit, I believe. If I do it... If I do it there, I'm gonna stay in orbit. So yeah, it's gonna have to be on the periapsis. This is the only way home if we go here. But afterwards, I don't think I'm coming home. And this is not good. Okay, let's see. How do I flip my orbit here? Okay, yeah, this is gonna be a problem here. If I do it on one of the descending node here, I think it's easier to flip if I go here. Would still be way more fuel than I have. Crap. Okay. Yeah, we are not going anywhere. So these people are going to the moon? And that's about it. Yeah, we do have a space station around the moon, and the idea was rendezvous, but the space station here is going this way, and we are going this way. So we're not going to be able to kill our velocity in time. I can go to the Space Center and show off the space station. And maybe the space station would have enough fuel to reach it instead. No, it won't, because it takes 1,000 Delta V to do that. I think the station only has 700. So yeah, I think the only option is either land on the moon, rendezvous with it with a new lander, and go to the station that way, or rendezvous with the lander instead with a new craft and refuel it. I don't know. Here is our station. It's a very fun station. I like it. But it was a test, and they don't have a way home yet either. I did not bring a escape pod for them, or a return capsule, or whatever. Here they are. Here's our boys. Jeb, Bill, and Bob are on this bad boy. I don't know what that... I don't know what that is. But yeah, so here we are, and this is the only docking port it has on it. So if something was to rendezvous with it, we would have to juggle here. They have plenty of room in here in case we had any guests over. So this is where they would be docking from. And then over here, lots of doors. Here's the rest of our crew. Oh, Valentina's here too. So all the OGs are lost on the moon right now. So yeah, this is definitely the place to be. I'm trying to see if I can find the moon from here. I think maybe we'll be able to see the moon in the habitation section. Maybe. It's a small window. Maybe through this window? Nope. It's a very good station. You can definitely see out of those windows. The moon's definitely not facing the other way. Yeah, and see, they are practically exactly in the same orbit, just in different parts. Yeah, okay, I guess we could do a refueling mission. Ugh, I don't want to build anything today. Okay. I think what we're gonna do is we will build the craft to refuel them, and then leave the actual refueling for another stream. No, they won't collide. They are ever so slightly off. I believe by like a couple of kilometers or something. Actually, they might collide. Because it was giving me an error. Oh well, we have time. We have plenty of time for that. So we will build the refueling rocket in this stream, and then leave the actual mission for another stream without Principia, because I'm tired of Principia. It's hurting my head. So yeah, that should take us another hour or so to get working. And then we can go bully Chappie, because he's still streaming. And that'll be fun. Or if he's still streaming by the time we're done with this. Oh, also, since we're here, here's a new space station I'm working on, which will be probably a couple streams or videos or something putting together. And this one will be a transfer vehicle to Duna. So going to Mars. If it'll load. I've shown this one off on Ultra's Discord already. It has a cool mechanic to it. Ta-da! Yeah, it just got their left and right mixed up. So yeah, ta-da! This is the design that will go to Duna. There will be more here, like the actual propulsion and fuel tanks and stuff, but this is the main habitation section. Tether's kind of bugged right now. But the idea is this would extend out, I think it's a kilometer, so like out here or so. And then the whole thing spins, which will create gravity. Like, it'll be centrifugal force pointing this way. So all the floors, like here, so people can walk around. At the moment, it's sort of working. Like, there's habitation in here. This is an IBA I'm working on. Not quite figured out yet. But yeah, so if I go in here, we can pretend there's gravity. And in here is the crew quarters. Well, it's laying on its side because it's testing things. It's fine. It'll be launched in a couple launches at once, and then we'll put it together in space. So it's complicated. And it spins, so there's no real up for it. Anyway, and this is more crew quarters, but this is kind of multi-functional thing. Like, the bathrooms are in here. And up here is a medical station. And I believe down here is a gym. And so all of that is 1/2 of the station. We gotta run all the way back through. There's your big ol' station. Over in this section I kind of glossed over it, but this is for farming and stuff. And so we can see over into the other side over there. Then we go through here, more farming, and then this is the laboratory. Oh no, this is way too big to launch as is. I mean, I could, but it won't be pretty. I have a cool way of launching this one, don't worry. Then in here is more multifunctional stuff, same as before with the bathrooms and the gym and the medical bay and all that. And so that is this section here. Then we have the command section in here. So this is where it's controlled from. Up in here, that is the tether, so the two sides come together. And that's how everyone would go into the habitation section before it starts spinning up. And then down here is the logistics section. And so we have some supplies in this section. I believe in here is the Russian laboratory section. And then in here is the Russian habitation section. So the idea is half the crew would go in here, and then half the crew would stay in here. And as it spins, for this section, gravity's pointing this way, for this section, gravity's pointing that way. And ideally, in here would be like the Russian stuff and the logistics bit would be stuff we bring to Mars, and then we'll drop it off at Mars, and then the rest of it comes back to Earth. So it's a big old thing. A big old thing. And I've just sort of left it on the runway there so I can test things. Build something, see if it load the game, see if it's working for the station. If not, close it, and then work on it again. It's a big old thing. Anyway. Oh, and I guess I can show what it looks like in here. So I can show off the tether. It's a big tether. The station's gonna be pretty big. Yeah, I like doing realism. I tried doing Star Trek, but unless you have the certain stuff for it, the game doesn't really like it when you do realism. Or do Star Trek. I do want to grab a few mods and kind of lean towards Star Trek eventually. Like slowly build things in that direction. But yeah, anyway, so this is what I just showed you. So this is what the tether looks like when it's actually working correctly. And so the idea is when it's all docked up, it looks like this. Ooh, that's kind of close. I don't know about that. But yeah, so like it docks up here. And so then we could transfer people into here. And then gotta increase the extension limit. When we start getting ready to extend it for the spin, goes out all the way out there. Or rather, hold on. There we go. It is massive, but that is necessary because I've noticed in order to have functional gravity on the inside, like actual run around, jump around and stuff, you need about 500 meters, at least for something this big. You need 500 meters for it to be evenly spaced in that habitation section and not end up with like a lean or whatever. And so the idea is that side and this side will be weighed about the same so that it spins around the center of the tether. So we need about 1 kilometer of tether in order to do the spin. So, you know, it is very big. Not at all something to scoff at. But I think it'll be pretty cool once we get all put together. It's gonna take forever to slowly get back to it, though. Yeah, it is massive. And in the tests I've done, at the speed it spins at, you actually visibly see this flex down, which is mildly concerning. I'm sure there's something I could do about it, like add more tethers to create like a triangle shape. But I don't know. That's something to work on, I guess. Yeah. Anywho, I'm gonna leave it like this. And we are going to make the rocket that's going to refuel. What are we gonna refuel? I guess we can refuel the lander. I think the lander's the way to go. So I'm gonna load you. And so I don't think I want this portion here. Or do I? Do I want to send more Kerbals up there? I guess we could. I don't know. I'll take the rocket off. I think this part we're gonna keep. This is the part we're gonna change. Let's see. I think we can keep a similar design here. Something like this. Add more fuel tanks. Something like that would probably be okay. And then, you know what? Let's get creative here. Let's do something a little fun. Let's take you. Let's do something like this. And so this we can dock to and bring the whole thing over like that. And then where's the thing I'm looking for? Here we go. Nope, wrong one. This one. There we go. Yeah, the lander's docking port will fit to this. Because this is the same docking port we use on the lander. And so the idea is it'll be a little awkward during transit, I think. But the idea is this will be like this craft will dock to one of these. Actually, now I'm thinking. I think should be able to just take you off, and I think I can control this. So we won't need a third set of crew. We'll just do an uncrewed thing, which means I can take you off and then add a docking port that the station can dock to. And the idea would be this could stay on the space station. And I'm not a huge fuss about it. Where's the docking port I'm looking for? I think it's the one from the International Space Station. Where's the... I'm blind. It's somewhere... Oh wait, no, it's already active. So it should be in here somewhere. There we go. Yeah, that'll do. And then add those there. That way this thing can control itself. And we're gonna need solar power? Let's do a more modern solar power. There we go. Yeah, that looks good. There we go, something like that. And I think that's probably all we're gonna need for this thing. I don't think we're gonna need anything else. Just gotta make sure everything's connected correctly. That can go away. Okay. Smaller fairing this time. That'll do. Yeah, that looks good. Got plenty of fuel, plenty of Delta V. Hopefully enough fuel. Because it has 4,000 Delta V. Most of that's gonna be burned. Some of that's gonna be burned getting it into space, I believe. Or this part will get it into space. Some of this will be burned to get to the moon. But it'll be a quicker trip compared to what we did last week, because last week we did it wrong. Yeah, so I think this will work. But that's gonna have to be on another stream, I do believe. Let's see. Yeah, I guess we could roll it out, just to make sure we can control it at least. And, like, bring it into orbit first. Man, I was so sure we'd be able to make it to the moon. Oh man. I mean, technically we can make it to the moon, but we won't be able to make it back. That's for sure. Oh, it's got its wobble. It's got its characteristic wobble. Gotta update the staging here. Okay, I think that's right. Ooh, that is very pretty. Okay. Ascent guidance. I believe all of this is still fine from last time. Engage autopilot. And launch. Like how you can see the space station back there. We know this rocket works, so I don't think anything crazy is gonna happen here. Yep, we have separation. Nice and easy. Oop, a little bit of wobble. Should in theory be fine. Looking okay so far. The rocket's a little bent, but that's okay. Almost up into space. Almost there. Might have deployed the heat shield a little early here. Or the fairing. Slight problem, we are running out of battery. Not a lot of battery, but a little bit of battery. That won't be a problem during the actual launch, I don't think. Because we'll make sure to launch in the correct orbit, you know? But that is something to keep in mind. Hello? Oh, we have no control. The heck? Uh-oh. That is good to know. This is why we test things. Guess we're gonna need to add batteries. Sure. Yeah, but I think that and possibly a beefier second stage will be plenty. Yeah, I'll do some messing around later, and I'll figure out what the correct way to go about this is gonna be. Don't you worry. But I will call it quits today. A little short one, but you know, I prefer around an hour, hour and a half anyway. Thanks for stopping by, Davis and Avalon. And yeah, I think on the Twitch side we're gonna try to raid Chappie. And I don't think you can raid on the YouTube side. But anyway, bye-bye. Wait, hold on. I forget I have this screen. And the screen's broken. That's probably why I forgot I had it. Anyway, bye-bye. How do I raid again? I forgot. There we go. Start raid. There we go. Yeah, I hope you have a good one too. Thank you. And I shall mute mic now and go away. Bye-bye. Love you guys.